Every winner you admire once faced the same pain you feel today. The difference is not talent, luck, or timing. It is responsibility. While others made excuses, they made decisions. And in this story, you will discover the uncomfortable truth no one tells you about winning, failure, and accountability today. Stay with us, because what happens next in this unbelievable story will leave you completely speechless. Before we start, hit like, share, and subscribe. And drop in the comments where in the world are you watching from. Every person you see struggling with success has one thing in common: excuses that feel completely valid in the moment. I used to believe them too. I don't have time. I don't have resources. I will start tomorrow. These words sound harmless, but they slowly build a prison around your potential. Looking back, I realize excuses never stopped the world from moving. They only stopped me. While others took imperfect action, I waited for perfect timing that never came. And every delay quietly turned into regret I could no longer ignore. There are only two types of people in this world, even if they look the same from the outside. One group looks at life and says, "This is why I can't." The other looks at the same situation and asks, "What can I do next?" I noticed this difference when I failed at something important. Some people blamed everything around them, while others quietly rebuilt their path. That moment taught me a painful truth. Your life doesn't change because of your situation. It changes because of your response to it. Comfort feels like peace, but it slowly becomes a silent prison. I remember staying in the same place, repeating the same routine, convincing myself I was safe. In reality, I was just avoiding discomfort. Excuses made it easier to stay where nothing challenged me. But growth never happens in comfort, it begins where certainty ends. The longer you stay in comfort, the harder it becomes to leave it. And one day you realize, the life you wanted was always outside, the comfort you protected. There comes a moment in every life when excuses stop working. I reached that point when I kept blaming time, luck, and circumstances, yet nothing changed. One day I looked at my life and felt stuck in the same place I promised myself I would leave. That silence was louder than any failure. It made me realize something painful. Nobody was coming to save me. No perfect opportunity was waiting. I had two choices: stay comfortable in excuses, or face reality, and finally take control of my direction. Winners don't wait for the perfect mood, perfect timing, or perfect conditions. They act when everything feels uncertain and uncomfortable. I learned this the hard way when I noticed others moving forward while I was still planning. They weren't more talented, they were simply more consistent. They took responsibility for results, not excuses for failure. Every setback became feedback, not a reason to quit. That difference is small in action but massive in outcome. Winners don't escape difficulty, they use it as fuel to move forward anyway. I used to avoid pain at all costs, thinking comfort meant happiness. But life slowly taught me something different. Every choice carries pain, either the pain of discipline or the pain of regret. When I delayed work, avoided effort, or made excuses, it felt easy in the moment, but heavy later. Meanwhile, those who pushed through discomfort were building something real. That's when I understood. Progress demands sacrifice. You don't escape pain, you choose which pain shapes your future. One builds success, the other builds regret that lasts far longer. I realized motivation is unreliable, it comes and goes without warning. Some days you feel unstoppable, other days you feel nothing at all. But winners don't depend on feelings, they depend on discipline. I saw that the people moving forward weren't always excited. They were consistent even when they didn't want to be. Excuses are born from emotions, but success is built through structure. If you wait to feel ready, you will wait forever. Discipline is what keeps you moving when emotions try to stop you. At the end, success is not about talent or timing, it is about ownership. The moment you stop blaming and start accepting responsibility, your life begins to change. No more excuses, no more delays. Everything you want is on the other side of action. And maybe today's your turning point. Not tomorrow, not someday, today. Now ask yourself honestly, will you keep explaining your life, or finally start changing it?